Hello, guys. You are welcome to this session. In this session, we are going to be looking and diving deep into email management. So, this session will be in two phases. We are going to have the explanation phase and the practical phase. So, now we are going to log into the explanation phase. So, at the end of this module, you are expected to have a kind of practical knowledge and also be able to know what email management is all about, to be able to build a professional inbox for your clients and make sure the email are well maintained and well cleaned up. Now, what is inbox management? Inbox management is a way of keeping your email neat and clean and quite professional. The reality is that email overload crisis is very real. Like in this 2026, we're going to see that some persons they receive as high as 121 email per day. And this the average professional received 121 email per day, while some receive more, while some receive less. But that's the average. An unrelenting stream of demand competing for your attention, like sending email from different persons, different customers, keep coming. In 20% of the work week, you get emails. Nearly a third of every working week is spent managing email. Yes, because you have to reply, you have to answer, you have to trace some mail, look for them, get them and work on them. So you use 28% of your work week to attend to email, which tells you that it is very enormous. That's very huge. And this time can also be spent on other important things. Why 4 hours lost weekly? Every week you lose 4 hours. So context switching and constant interruptions silently drain 4 hours of productive time every single week. All because you are trying to check your email and make sure your email is you are checking it and you are responding and you are doing the right thing at the right time. So this isn't an inbox problem, rather it is a tried failure. Without a clear decision-making system, every may become a micro distraction. Yes, because if you are able to make sure you filter your image correctly, you prioritize them correctly, you have a kind of scheduled response, you have a kind of automated response that goes in line. These are things that are going to make you to have more time to focus on other things. But without this, definitely there's a problem. It's not about your inbox, it's about the system in which you are imbibing to manage it. Now, we need to talk about inbox zero and the 4Ds. These are the tools that you need to manage your inbox. We call it what? Your triage toolkit. Inbox zero is not about deleting everything. No, it's about making your email to be neat. It's about fast confidence decision. It's about getting different emails to go to where it's supposed to be. It's about making sure unnecessary email does not even come in the first place. But making sure all email needed to be deleted are deleted. Those that need to be unsubscribed are unsubscribed for. So it's make your inbox to be quite neat and not don't let any mail just linger in your mind parent free. So the 4Ds framework give you a decision rules for every single message you want to receive. So what 4Ds? Number one is delete. While this one involve ruthlessly unsubscribing and remove what add no value. A lot of newsletter that you are not even interested in, that it is by mistake that you subscribe to, are distracting you and are coming every time. The time it's going to take you to check the kind of all this newsletter is going to be used for something more productive. So up to 50 to 60% of email can be deleted immediately without any doubt. You are going to delete all this because they are not useful. That's the first D is delete. Second D is do. So you have to apply a kind of 2 minute rules. If responding or acting takes under 2 minutes, do it right now. Don't defer what can be finished instantly. So instead of waiting to reply, no, do it under 2 minutes and make sure it gets done, especially in the age of using AI. Things can easily get easier and even use less than 2 minutes. Point number three is delegate. You forward to the right person with clear context and expectation. Yeah, you can delegate email to people to reply on your behalf and delegate them to write email on your behalf. And things like that can be done. Delegation is only effective when ownership is ambiguous, when you are very busy. It means that you, as a virtual assistant, email can be dedicated to you to help your boss to work on it. The last one is defer. Schedule a specific time block to handle tasks requiring more effort. Yes. When I talk about time blocking is the time that you do something without any other distraction. You are going to spend the number of time that you've allocated to do it, regardless of finishing or not finishing. So in this, you move it out of the inbox and into your task system. So this is what we mean by 4Ds: delete, do, delegate, and defer. Now, what are the international email etiquette that helps you to bridge the gap between a non-professional email manager and a professional email manager? But communicating across culture requires more than correct grammar. Yes, it's not about the grammar. It's about getting feedback and people understand what you're trying to tell them. So demand cultural awareness, demand environmental alertness, demand you to know people you are communicating with, the culture in which they communicate, structural clarity and reliable responsiveness. So it means that at the end of the day, the way you communicate goes a long way to shows how you understand what is happening in the company, how you understand what is happening between your client and the people that they're talking to, and how responsive are you when it comes to reliability. Do you give them instant response? So one poorly toned email can undo week of building relationship. Yes, when you have been building, trying to build a relationship with, when you have been trying to build a relationship with your customer, and just a kind of unprofessional conduct in your email write up can turn things off. So number one is tone and language. You have to maintain a formal professional language. Avoid using idioms, slangs, humors that may not translate across culture. You can be from Spain, and your clients, let me say, your client can be from Brazil. You are a Nigerian. There's the way you use your pidgin. You don't put pidgin inside your client's email. He's not in Nigeria, for God's sake. He's from Spain. He's from Spain, from Europe. So across culture, language that are not used should not be inserted in your email. You have to avoid it. So error on the side of format without being over casually. So overly casual. You don't have to like too casual about it, but at the same time, maintain being professional and formal. For the structure, use clear subject line, not ambiguous. Make it concise. Put the paragraph like not too much, but very concise, like 2 or 3 lines is okay. An appropriate salutation and closing. So you know what you use to start and what you are going to use to end it. So each email should have one clear purpose and one ask per message. When you are sending message, it should be for one request. You are not jam packing everything in one email, such that the person receiving it, you are going to have a clear understanding of what you are trying to tell them. Response time standard. You have to acknowledge email within 24 hours. Even a brief received will respond shortly and maintain trust. Yes, if you are not ready to give the kind of broad response, just let them know that you've received the email by acknowledging received. And full response within 48 hours is the professional benchmark for international clients. Please, 48 hours. If you can go less, that's very good. But the best is 48 hours. Be transparent about delays. A short note explaining a longer turnaround is always better than silent. Yeah, if you feel like your response will be very long, you have to let them know that it's going to take you time to respond. Now, adjust expectation for time zones difference and acknowledge them explicitly where relevant. Yeah, time zone is quite different. So if you are not going to use your own time zone to judge. If you are done with your time zone in my own span more than 48 hours, in my span more than 24 hours before you give the first response. So these are things that need to be checked whenever you are responding. So when we're talking about Gmail automation or Gmail email management, we're going to be looking at things like filter, label, and autoresponder. So when we're talking about filter is a way of automatically sorting emails that are alike together for easy access and easy location. If you want to locate them, you easily get them located. Email that are sent by a sender, email that have the same keywords, email that have the same subject line, emails that follow the same route to your inbox. You try to separate them so that they can primarily stay in one place. While label organize your email into color codes. When you see the color codes, you know that this email is from this person. So also work with filtering, because there's no how you filter, you're not going to have a label. So when we get to the practical class, you're going to see that. But we have what auto response, known as what canned response. This is a response that let's say you usually receive a certain email every day, then it has the same response. You can set up an auto response that you use every time you receive the same email. So build your filter and label system before your inbox grow. Retroactively applying structure to thousands of emails significantly harder than setting it up from the start. So this is the best thing you can do. Set up a label process and filter it so that it's sorted. Now, how do you draft a professional email? Number one, every email you send shape your professional reputation. Yeah, it shows how good you are, how confident you are, how reliable you are, how trustworthy you are. So whether you are following up, whether you are declining a request, or you are requesting for a meeting or like a kind of precision or asking question, there is a way you should set up your email. When you're talking about follow up, you have to reference the previous communication that have been established before sending the new one. State your specific ask clearly and set a gentle deadline. So you have to reference that message, now state your specific question or what you are trying to get clearly. Avoid passive aggressive languages. Maybe they have not answered you and you're like, you're adamant in the way you talk. Avoid it. To be direct and be professional. Following up on my email of so date is quite appropriate. So you don't have to make it sure as if they're not responding or you take it personal. Declining, when you are declining, be gracious. Don't declare as if you are fighting, like shows courtesy in declining. Be gracious, brief, and sincere. Acknowledge the request, decline clearly, then offer an alternative for referral if possible. If it's not possible, you want to shut it there. So a well-worded decline can strengthen the relationship, not damage it. Just imagine two different declines, one for the relationship and the other one to build it much stronger. You like to go for the one that's going to build it much stronger. You have to be cautious, you have to be grateful, you have to make it brief and what? And sincere. Written request. Propose 2 or 3 specific time for the meeting. Yeah, you have to include a brief agenda, state the purpose clearly, and confirm the platform or location. So respect the recipient time for making it easy to say yes. Yeah, that's why you're proposing 2 or 3 times, 2 or 3 what time of reference for them to pick. While you are if you are giving updates, you lead with the most important information, update on certain things, update on what issues like let us say the customer service update on a certain thing you are doing, helping the customer to do. You have to start with the most important information. You have to use bullet point for clarity, highlight any blocker that is affecting what the solution or something like that. So with this is how you what go up with or follow up on declining, on meeting request and on update. So managing multiple or shared inbox. There are times that you have to what? You have to share an inbox with your boss. They have to make you to feel as if you are the owner of the inbox. They assign it to you. For clear ownership, you assign every trend to a name team members. Ambiguity breeds duplication. So divine who responds, who monitors, and who escalates. So this depends on who they are assigning to. Let's say you have a team of virtual assistants, who are they assigning to? Or who are you to assign to respond for all form of communication? So use shared status like label, in progress, awaiting and resolve. So this we are going to see in the practical class. At the same time, you can also use AI to leverage on how you respond. So we have a step-by-step workflow. Discipline and consistency separate professionals who control their inbox from those controlled by it. Definitely, you don't like your inbox to control you. So this workflow keeps you decisive and prevent email drifting from undoing your system. You have to fix time, sort first, and audit regularly. Yeah, you have to make sure you watch checking email continuously. Continuously is not something that you would like to do. So you have to fix the time you do it. You schedule to 2 to 3 hours or 2 to 3 minutes, whatever the time that works for you to check. Maybe in the morning around 8 a.m. you check your email, around 1 p.m., around 4 p.m. you check. And this help you to stay focused at that point, sort what you need to sort and what, and audit your email to see what is happening there. At the end of the day, beyond the inbox, protecting focus. So email management is ultimately a focus management discipline. Yeah. Yes, it don't let you get distracted at any point in time. The strategy below protect the deep work that drives real results beyond simply emptying your inbox. So you have time blocking for deep work, keyboard shortcuts when you are using your email. And blocking is for you to dedicate 2 to 3 hours to what on task. And make sure you complete what you're supposed to complete. And if it's not, you will leave it. While you have some shortcuts, Gmail can have E to archive, Shift plus U to mark unread, Hash to delete. These are things that can easily reduce your time. So AI can also auto-classify threads, draft out reply, return reply, and flag urgent message. Only your human process can clearly define. AI amplify your system, it cannot be replaced, definitely. So it means that you yourself you should know how to go about setting up AI to help you to do all this. Professional who combine time blocking with automation consistently report regains 5 hours per week, which is a huge time for a busy executive. So it means that if you as a virtual assistant can do this, you are helping your executive to regain 5 hours. And this part of where you pitch yourself to top executive on what you can do and what you are capable of delivering. At the end of the day, you are able to set up three things. Applying for this, which is for delete, is for do, for delegate, and defer. Automate your system by setting up filtering system, using label, and setting up a template, a response template. And protect your focus by doing time blocking, by using AIs, and also what? Making sure you limit email windows. So to reclaim your hours, you have to follow this, and at the end of the day, you are going to definitely get results for your clients. So as a virtual assistant, email management is not negotiable. It's something you like to do. And in the next class, we're going to be looking at the practical part of it, how to do everything practically, not just theory. Thank you, and see you in the next class. Bye bye. Hello, guys. So you're welcome to the practical part of the inbox management, and we are going to be using this email to do the practical. This is a Gmail account, as you can see, and there's a lot we are going to do. We are going to clean our inbox. We are going to make sure we set an auto response. We are going to set a label. A lot of things we'll be doing, add a signature and what have you. So the first thing we'll be doing here is to clean the inbox. And when you clean the inbox, there are things that you have to do. The first thing you are meant to do is to get to look at some email that you don't need. Some people that kept sending you inbox email every day, you need to check them and see to the fact that you unsubscribe them. The first thing we do is unsubscribing. For you to do this, once you're in your Gmail like this, come to your left hand side and come to you're going to see, click on more. You're going to see manage subscription. So this shows all the newsletter you are receiving, and from here you can easily unsubscribe from different newsletter. So for example, this Oliver, my cover genius, click on unsubscribe. You unsubscribe for it. Before, let me just copy this. Yes, you click on unsubscribe. This one also, this Vamsi Chamakura, I will unsubscribe for it. So those are the two I'm not subscribing for now. So that shows you'll be able to see where you can come and unsubscribe for what, for email. So after unsubscribing for it, you want to get rid of those email that you've unsubscribed for. You don't want them in your inbox since they're not important to you. So that's going to lead us to the second method of what? Delete. We delete. How do you delete? You come back to your inbox, you scroll up, inbox. Now I copied a mail before, the one that I unsubscribed. Let me paste it here. It's media, my covers. I will search for it. So these are the information, these are the mail that I got from these persons, and I want to get rid of them from my inbox. I just come here and click on what? Delete. So there's nothing like that to be in my inbox again. So I didn't mean I want to delete from other persons at the same time. Let me see. These see this one. Let me just copy. Let me copy the mail. So I can just search, click on enter. So I have only one email. So I just click on delete. So now, having done this, I've been able to check through some email that I don't need. I've deleted them. Why some are vote unsubscribe? I'm not going to get any email from them again because it's not useful for me. So why keeping them? So the next thing I would like to do, see my inbox, it looks LinkedIn, and within I'm seeing some ChatGPT, some other things. So one thing I would like to do now is to make sure I create a filter. I filter things together. I make everything to go to one place. So the first thing I would like to do if I'm to do that, I want all my LinkedIn email to be in one word. in one place. I'll come to LinkedIn. This the email that is sending things to me, so I'll copy it. So either I copy this or I don't copy. So I can come here and even search for LinkedIn. See this button, this. I just come to this search, put LinkedIn, click on enter. So I have a lot of information from LinkedIn, but it will be very good for me to just use the email, paste and click on this. So it has shown me different email from LinkedIn. So I want to filter and make sure everything are together. Every LinkedIn emails are together. So I'm going to click on this advanced search. I'll put the email, which is one I used to search, one I copied earlier, and I'm going to create what? I'm going to create filter. But I can give a range of 1 year, meaning that all the email I've been receiving from LinkedIn for the past 1 year, I want it to be filtered together. So I'll create filter. After I've created filter, it's going to give me this option. So I would like to skip the inbox. I don't want it to go to general inbox. I want my inbox clean and neat. So I'm going to mark skip the inbox. Apply the label. Now I want to create a label. The label is just like a folder where you keep things that are similar, that are the same. So I want to create a label for my link. That after filtering, it should take it to what? To my LinkedIn label. So I'll click on apply the label. So I'll click on choose. I'll click on new label. Don't forget that I have different label before. So if it fits into all these, I'm going to use it. But if I'm going to click on create new label, so I'll say LinkedIn mail. So is it under any other? So now if I want to group it to be under another label, I'm going to pick this, but I don't need that. So I'm not nesting under label. So I'm going to create. So I will come forward it. I'm not forwarding. If I want to forward the mail to another address, I'm going to do that. I'm not deleting, send a template. So if I have a template I would like to use to reply, I will do that from here. So I'm going to categorize as primary, because all email that enters goes into primary if it's not promotional. So apply filter to all 29 achieve conversion. So this one is going to apply filter to everything that every email that is sent through this email address. Click on create filter. So definitely, if you go and check my inbox, you are not going to see LinkedIn email that is sent from that same account. Hadn't been these ones, are still LinkedIn message, but if you check, it is not under what? It is not under the normal one. It's not an update, it's a job alert. So I can also come here, I'll click on this. I'll still do similar thing, but I'll still take it to that label. I won't change it. So I will search. I'll click on advanced search. Yes, this is the mail. That's 1 year. Create a filter. Skip inbox. Apply label. So I'm going to choose that LinkedIn label. Yeah, I'm going to choose that LinkedIn. So categorize it as primary. So match and create filter. So definitely if you come to my inbox, except there's another LinkedIn mail that I've not done. So if I'm to check this, it will be another different LinkedIn. So I can still come and do for this just to make sure all my LinkedIn email is in one place. So that's how you create a filter and that's how you create a label. I'll still search for this, advanced search, paste this, create filter, skip, label, LinkedIn. So LinkedIn mail, categorize as what? As primary, apply filter and create. So coming to my inbox, if I still have any other LinkedIn, then it will be a different email. This is another one. So this one, I can easily move this one to what? Just this. You see, I've opened it and I want to click on this, move to LinkedIn mail. So if you can check my inbox, There's nothing like LinkedIn. There's nothing like LinkedIn in my inbox. If I want to ask, okay, I still have one. Definitely is a mix up. So all these one that remain, I can just move them directly to the folder, to the label rather, LinkedIn label. So I'll just move. So my inbox can get to 0. So I've been able to create filter and label for the LinkedIn. And if I just come here, this is my LinkedIn mail. So everything will be here. Everything about LinkedIn will be here. And one good thing is I can change the color of this just to make it to look more okay. I can change the label color to this, something like this. And yeah, it can be like this. I can let it be like this. So that is label, how to label. So if I come back to my inbox, I still have a lot of messages that I don't like from these people. These up staff, I would like to delete message from them. So I can just copy this. So this is what you are expected to do if you are helping someone to maintain an zero inbox, to make sure the email is neat, information that are not required are not there. So I want to delete all this. So I don't have up staff. So beauty by arts is something I would like to keep. So I will just get it to my inbox. I have a label already for this. Label has not gotten anything. So if I just search here, so I'll just do the normal filtering. I'll filter it. I'll create a filter, skip inbox, choose a label. Sorry. Let me go again, please. Advanced search. This. Let me take a year. Create a filter. Skip inbox. Mark labels. I'm going to choose beauty by ID. And yeah, primary. Apply. Now create. So it should not. I should not have any beauty by ID mail from there. So this. So you can see the mail is reducing bit by bit. This Tubo scribe, I don't need them. So let me come here. And apart from the fact that I don't need them, I would like to just make sure I don't subscribe for it. So if it's a subscription to subscribe, it's not on my subscription list. Okay, no problem. Let me just get rid of it. So this will be deleted, and I'm off that. Can still search for others, TikTok. So to keep my inbox, to keep it very okay, to keep it somehow okay, like for those that are read, I can archive. The reason why you archive is to make sure this place was free. So I can easily archive all this. I can definitely see them. So I have a lot of mail from all these guys. Can start with deleting one after the other, which can be archived. I still have more. So archiving it just keep it off my site. It doesn't distract me. Keep me not distracted. So my inbox is empty. It shows to be empty. Shows to be empty. So if I need any mail, I can just come here. I want to check email from Indeed. Everything will be there. To be there. See, that's the sense of having filter and label. That's the sense of having this. So it will be here. Instagram, LinkedIn, from this guy, I've been able to separate it, and any email coming in will go to the what folder. But at the same time, I can still see all the mail in one place. But that labeling makes me to easily go to where I wanted to go and go and do it. Just like the way I said in the theory class that I can have a label for urgent, I have a legend for action required, a label for replies, different labels. So once you go into that label like a folder, you're going to see the mail that you are looking for. So if I want to see everything, just come to what? All my mails. So everything will be here. Everything will be here. You can see everything will be here. And this color is showing the color of the label in which they are. That's why I have this color. So my spam, that's where I have all this. So I can also delete my spam. Why if you come to trash, all the email I've deleted will be in my trash. So I can easily what? Empty all this. Delete forever. So to be gone. So this is where I can manage all my words. All my label. I can see different label. I can remove them, I can edit them, I can change it, I can delete them from here. So that is how you keep your email link. Maintain an zero inbox and make sure everything goes to where it's supposed to be. Now, in an event of you looking at email and trying to see that you need to work on it, but you are not doing that as soon as possible. So that's the essence of having this tab. And just start your mail. Once you start it, it means that they are important. Then you can fall back to it whenever it is time for you to do that. It is important. So that is why if you come to under your start email inbox, you're going to see this. So you can easily check through and see that, wow, this mail has not been replied, and do that. That is why you have start. It's used to denote important email. It's used to denote important emails. So, okay, this is another LinkedIn mail. So the LinkedIn use different email. That's why it's not everything is not coming together. We have to still refer it back to my mail. So we've talked about delete, unsubscribe, creating label, filtering, and also how to start important information, important message, and get there. So now the next thing I would like to do is, how do you schedule an email? How do you schedule an email? The way to schedule an email is very simple. The first thing, you just have to compose the email. Put the address, subject, hello, how are you? This is only from remote skills. Remote skills. So regards, let me just so I want to schedule this. I'm not sending as soon as possible. So sometimes I have to do this just to just to manage your time. You want to like send something, but you don't want to do it instantly. So you just come here. Once you've written the email, you've put the subject, the email, you come to this blue part, you watch schedule send. So you can pick any of these or come here, pick a day, Tuesday, a time, you can change the time from here, and schedule send. So to automatically schedule. If you come to another schedule, it will be there. And if you want to stop it from scheduling, you can as you just deleting it. It's not going to schedule. It's not going to send. It's not going to get through. So that's how you schedule a mail. So now, also let's see how you can create a template. You know, there are messages that you get every day, every now and then, that you need to reply, same set of reply. You can automate your reply such that you don't need to keep writing the same reply every day. And that is why we have automated reply. For you to do this, the first thing you have to do is to come to your setting, see all settings, and come to advanced. So you are going to have to, for your own, it will be what? Disabled. So you have to click on enable. When you click on enable, you what? You save changes and you are good to go. So once you enable the what? The template, see that is the template. Template. You have to enable it. When you enable it, so once you enable it, you just come back, you save it and you come back here. So what are you expected to do? Come here, you compose, definitely auto reply. Hello, you put the name of the person. I hope this email finds you well. Your email was well received and we get back. Regards. So this is all you would like to send every time and then. So once you write it like this, I'm going to come on these three dots and click on it. And you see template. See template. Once you come to this template, you're going to what? Save draft as template. You now click on what? Save as a new template. Let me come back again. Once you write it finish, you click on these three dots, click on template, save draft as template, save as new template. That's a auto reply. That's the word. That's it. And you are good to go. So it means that whenever you want to send a mail, you just click on here, come to this your three dots, templates, auto reply. Sorry, what's happening? Okay, you have it here already. Let me do it again. Compose. I'm going to click on compose. And you are going to click on these three dots. What's happening? So let's check it again. These three dots, templates, auto reply. See, so that's how you get it. I've saved some before, so you can just see them. Customer inquiries. So just send. You just need to add the recipient in email and send. So with that, be able to automate your reply as soon as possible. You don't have to type every now and then and be typing every day. You need to do that. So when you are also when you are replying, I think I'm going to do this in two ways, and we're going to do it in the next class, and I'll show you. So you guys see you in the next class. Bye bye. All right, guys, welcome back. You have been able to see how you can manage your inbox, how you can unsubscribe for newsletter that you are not interested in, how you can delete, how you can filter and create a label, how you can create an automated replies, what have you. We've done that. The last part of our email management practical class is going to center on how you can create a signature, how you can also delegate your email for people to use on your behalf, how you can how you can reply to email professionally. So to start with, let's see how to reply to email professionally. You can do this using AI. That will be very easier for you. Under this, if we come to my composed message, I've already added an AI that helped me in writing mails. So you can see I write email using AI. So this is an AI email writer that you can add to this, and it helps you to write emails, reply, and do what have you. So you can get it and attach it to your email, AI email writer. So I'm giving access to it. So you have to make it professional, like formal. Depends on the English you are using. If you are using a British client, if you are using an American client, you would get it done like that. So you can have 10 monthly email, like 10 months email write reply. You can write, it can help you to write 10 months email in a month, 10 email rather, 10 email per month. So this is where you put what you wanted to say. So tell the client that the onboarding session will be coming up on the last weekend of April, and also inform clients to go through the onboarding kit. Right. So this is what we wanted to say. So generate a draft email. So here we are. So I hope this email finds you well. I'm writing to inform that the onboarding session is scheduled to for last weekend of April to ensure to get I can all this. So you see how perfect. So you are just to come here, put the email and also the subject, and you are good and you can send. So that's how it helps you. If you are not using that, you prefer to use ChatGPT. So you prefer to use ChatGPT. And if you want to use ChatGPT, the first thing you have to do is to draft the email personally. And for you to do this, you can use your notepad and say, hello, hello, Kelvin. I hope this email finds you well. I would love to inform you that onboarding will be coming up on the 28th of April 26 by 5 p.m. West African time. Kindly go through previous email and check thoroughly your onboarding kit so as to fast track what you are expected to do. Thank you and see you soon. Regards, Ahmed. So this is the mail. I will copy. So to ChatGPT. So I'll come here. You are my professional email writer. I want you to check out the email I wrote. I just wrote, correct it grammatically and also make it more professional. So you paste it. So you can see the subject is there. I would like to inform you about this section. Can you review the previous emails and go through onboarding? So we are good. So with this, you can copy. So let's say it's a reply to an email sent to you. So ordinarily, if you want to reply to email sent to you, you just need to go to what email sent to you, which is the conversation that you had before now. Let me see if I can see one. So let me still checking. So I've not seen any actually. But hadn't been I have an email, let's say I have an email sent to me and I want to continue the conversation, I want to make it professional. The first thing is to paste the email sent to me. Now give ChatGPT the instruction that you assume to be my email writer, professional email writer, and you need to reply this also thing, informing me and giving all the information needed by ChatGPT. It's going to give you a professional what email, and you can copy and just send. So that is how you reply email professionally using AI. You don't need to disturb yourself. This world of AI. So if you don't know how to use AI, is a problem now. But knowing that, and if you remember in the first class, I said AI is not here to take your job. AI is here to take the job of those that don't doesn't know how to use AI. So after this, the next thing I would like to do is to create signature. If you imagine that after writing this email, I have a signature here, and you know the signature I'm talking about is going to have my name, it's going to have my information and other things. So I'm going the first for me to do this, I'm going to come to settings, and I'm going to go to general, see all settings, click on see all settings and general. So you come down to come and get signature, this it. So create a new signature. Ahmed Kunle, that's signature. So in this signature, I can do a lot of things. I can edit my name. I can attach image, my image. Yes, I can upload my image and attach it. I'm not sure I have my image here. Let me just get one image and put. Okay, let me just use this. So I have to be able to set this image to be small. So I have it. I also attach my phone number. Attach my phone number. I can attach some links. So I can just say plus two, three, four. So to do this, you can also attach some icon. So a phone icon. No, oh no. Sorry, I have like downloaded that icon. So maybe I want to put my LinkedIn link. So after using link, I'll just highlight it and click on this link and put www.linkedin.com/. So just apply. And then maybe I want to put other things like what is again? So my Facebook and other things. So once I'm done with this, I'll just come here and save it. This is the first signature. For new email user, use this. For reply, use this. Same thing. So come here, come and save changes. So automatically, if I'm writing an email, it should come up. Okay, this is it. It should come up. So I can write my email here. So ordinarily, you can always put a professional picture here. You can even put professional. You can even put image of your LinkedIn and attach the link. That one can be done. So that is how you attach signature. That's where you set up signature. You come to settings, see your settings, general, come down and create a what? Create a signature. You can create as many different signatures as you like. Different signatures you can create as many as you like. So that's it. And lastly, I think I want to show you something about how to reply, let's say reply, how to set up a kind of automated reply if you are not available. Let's say you're on vacation and you are not working, so all emails sent to you want to keep people informed that you're on vacation. So to do this, you still come to settings, see all settings, you still come to general, you come down, 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 down. So you're going to see where you have vacation responder on. So you're going to put the date in which you're going for vacation, the date, the last day of vacation, put it here. Subject, where you are going to, I'm on vacation or on annual vacation. So your content will be here. Send only response to my contact. No, just put it like this. And whenever people send message to you during this period, this is what they're going to get. Hello, I'm unavailable around due to my annual vacation that started today. I'll respond once I'm available. So this always give that word sense that you are not available. So all emails that you are getting to be piled up till you are available and you respond as at when due. So this is what you are expected to do. These are your go about setting up vacation responder. Don't forget, whenever you do this, you have to go to save changes. You have to save changes. You have to save changes. So, and lastly, before I go, I think I talked about delegating mail. Yeah, you can send email as someone else. Like you can delegate your email for another person to have access to. And this is where you do that. You add an account. You grant them access to be able to read. So this is where you add it. So it's going to ask you. It's going to ask you to come in. So it's going to ask you to give access to these guys for them to be able to send email on your behalf, even though you are not available. They'll be able to do that on your behalf. So the email that you wanted to give access, this is where you are going to put it. This is where you are going to put it. So you can also have just put the email. Which email can I use? So I want to send this. Okay, this email has been used already by me. Let me just check for another email. Let me use this. Let me use this. So let's see. There's an error. Oh, so that's a Google error. So let me just give an explanation. Once you send it, it's going to what? Alert that person that you vote. You are trying to add them for them to receive, and they're going to receive, and they're going to be able to reply on you. Some people are not convenient sharing password of their email with you. So with this, they can give you access to read email, to reply, to do a lot of things on their behalf. So with this, you'll be able to do a lot of things. So thank you guys, and we're going to see you in the next class. Bye bye.